Sentencing proceedings against 8 convicted hitmen from the Glebelands hostel have been postponed to the 16th of February. The proceedings began today at the High Court in Pietermaritzburg, where advocates who are representing the 8 men made their submissions. The state is asking for the maximum penalty of a life sentence in the matter. eNCA's Lethiwe Mdluli reports.
Sentencing is finally underway on the Glebelands hostel matter. The 8 men who were convicted for numerous murders and other crimes at the hostel between 2014 and 2016 will finally hear their fate on Thursday. The High Court in Pietermaritzburg has heard submissions from 2 of the advocates who are representing the men. For accused number 5 and accused number 1, who is a former police officer, Advocate Martin Kroch, argued that his clients were first-time offenders and that the courts did not have enough evidence to prove that his clients were hitmen for hire. He's asked for a minimum sentence for both his clients.
Minimum sentence for attempted murder is 5 years. And as with accused number 5, it is submitted that there are a number of factors justifying a departure from the prescribed minimum. Accused number 1 is a first offender who has in fact languished in custody for 5 years, in excess of 5 years, longer than the minimum sentence. I would argue that the fact that he's been in custody for 5 years, a time in excess of the minimum, in excess of 5 years, this is a substantial and compelling circumstance on the table.
Between 2014 and 2016, 9 people were killed while 7 others were wounded. Last year, the court heard that before the crimes, these men conspired with each other to eliminate or kill residents who threatened their control of the hostel. The advocate representing the rest of the men has also asked for the court to consider the time that the men have already spent in custody.
I disagree with the allegations by the state that, for example, the problem of men available for hire to kill at the bidding of those who are bent on ridding themselves of opponents, there is no evidence of that. The accused convicted of murder have also been in custody for 5 years awaiting the finalization of this trial, and thus it is respectfully submitted that what was stated in respect of the other accused is equally applicable to them.
State Advocate Dorian Paver is asking for life sentences.
I stand by my submissions. The murder counts clearly call for life imprisonment, and I submit that nothing which has been placed before this court, either during the course of the trial on the merits or today, should persuade the court that there are substantial and compelling circumstances justifying a departure from the sentence of life imprisonment.
The matter will conclude on Thursday when Judge Gosnathi Cili will hand out a sentence. Lethiwe Mdluli, Pietermaritzburg.